हेलो, आता है का? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
ओके ओके ओके. माय स्क्रीन इज विजिबल.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So yesterday we have started the linker chapter. We have discussed a lot, and only I think 1 to 2 points are remaining. So in short, I will take a brief review what we have covered yesterday. So yesterday we have started with the linking and requirement concept. First, we understand what is the steps of execution. That is how the high-level language program translated into the low-level language. So different stages through which this execution is performed. So in the first stage, this high-level language program is translated by the translator into the object module, and it is passed to the linker as the input. Linker will take the object module as an input and link all the object module that is required for the execution purpose, and it will form a binary program. So basically, linker has the two tasks. One is the linking the program, and second is the relocation. So by doing that, it will form a binary program. It will hand over to the loader. So it is a task of loader to take that binary program and load for the execution from this into the main memory, and there the execution can be started. So these are the steps for the program execution. Some terminologies that we have seen, what is meant by translation time addresses, linked addresses, load time addresses. So in the simple word, the translation time address, the address which is provided by the translator. Similarly, linked addresses provided by the linker, and load time address, that is the addresses provided by loader. Translator origin address, origin that is mentioned by the translator. We have seen in the assembler, if the instruction are start 500, then 500 will be the translated origin. Similarly, linked origin, that is the origin, it is provided by the linker, and load origin, that is the address or origin provided by the loader when it is loading the program for execution. Then we have seen that the origin may be changed, because if the program, if there is a same set of translation addresses using by the different object modules, then in that case we need to change the origin. That is the reason, and another reason, that is it is the requirement by the OS, that is the execution of the program from the specific area of memory. So according to that, we have seen the relocation.
Sir, you are not audible.
Audible now?
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay. Okay, so in the relocation and linking subject, we have seen program relocation, in which we have discussed about the address sensitive program. The address sensitive program, in which the address which is required to be relocation that are present. Then the program relocation, it is the process of modifying the addresses that is used in the address sensitive instruction. And to perform this one, we have the formula, that is the relocation factor. So the relocation factor we can calculate by using the formula linked origin minus translator origin. That is L underscore origin minus T underscore origin. And similarly, also we can find out the symbol address by using the formula, that is if LCM equal to T, that is the translated symbol address plus relocation factor. Then we have seen the instruction requiring relocation, in which the instruction, that is the it's a set of instruction that perform the relocation in program P. That is, in the program, some of the instruction require the relocation, whereas some of the instruction which doesn't contain the address sensitive, that it is the instruction not contains the addresses. Though in that case, it's not required to relocate that. So the instruction requiring relocation, that is the instruction set of instruction that perform the relocation in program P. So steps to perform this one is the calculate relocation factor and add it to the translation time addresses. Then we have discussed the public definition and external references, which is required for the linking purpose. What is meant by extern and entry statement, that we have seen. So extern, so entry statement, it is the list of public definition. Public definition, the symbols which is defined in that program itself, whereas the extend statement, it contains the list of symbols to which external references are made. External references, the symbols which are defined in the another program and used in the current program. Also, we have seen the example for it. Also, we have discussed about the object module. So object module, it contains all the information that is necessary to relocate and link the program with the other program. So object module, as we know that it is the output from the translator, and it contains the information which is required for the relocation and linking purpose. So basically, object module has the 4 components: header, program, relocation table, and linking table. So header contains translated origin, size, and execution start address. Program contains the machine language program of the corresponding source program. And relocation table, it describes instruction required relocation. So each entry contains the translated address. And linking table, the table contains the information concerning public definition and external references. Am I audible or still any problem?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so in under the design of a linker, we have seen 2 algorithms. One is the relocation algorithm, and second one is the program linking algorithm. And these 2 algorithms are important from exam point of view, as well as also to clear about the concept of linking. So is it the algorithm clear, or should I once again go through it? Because the algorithm little bit complex one, means somewhat it is difficult to understand. So if required, I will explain it again, or if it is clear, then I will go to the last part. Is it required?
Yes, sir. Repeat, sir.
Okay, well, so relocation algorithm, it is algorithm that is used by the linker to perform the relocation. So as you know that relocation means we are transferring program from one place to the another place. For example, if the translator has given the address as 500, that is at the location of 500, the program is started, and if the size is 42, then at the 541, the program is ended. But if suppose the linker has given the address as 900, then we have to transfer or relocate that program from the location 500 to the 900. So how the relocation task that is performed by the linker, for that purpose, it uses a relocation algorithm. Okay. So in the relocation algorithm, we'll go through the step by step. So in the first step, the link origin will be assigned by the linker by using the linker command to the variable program linked origin. Okay, so for example, suppose if the linker has provided the address as 900, then in the program linked origin, the address will be saved as a 900. In the second step, now this linking is performed among the different object modules. Then for each module, this all A, B, C, D, E, F steps will be repeated. So suppose I am taking one of the object module, first object module. Okay, first object module I am taking. So in that case, starting with the step A, translated origin of object module is stored in the T_origin. And as you know that our translated origin is the 500. Okay, in our example, the translated origin of object module is 500. So T_origin will contain the 500. Okay, program link origin 900, T_origin 500, and OEM size, that is the object module size, it is the 42. That is defined. Then calculate relocation factor. Then in that case, the relocation factor will be calculated as program linked origin minus T_origin. That means 900 minus 500, it will be 400. So relocation factor will contain value as 400. Okay, I'm taking an example. Then after that, read the machine language program in work area. Okay, we are reading this machine language program in work_area. That is another area, or that is another part of memory where we are reading this program. So for the simplicity, here we have considered that the work area is, let the address of work area is the 300. Okay, means at the 300 we are reading this whole program. That is our next step. And after that, read reloc tab of object module. You know that in the reloc tab we have the translated address of address sensitive instruction. And in the program, this is the program. Okay, program I will, yeah. So this is our program. In the program, we have the address sensitive instruction is read A, because you want to calculate the relocation address for this A. And as well as we have the second address sensitive instruction as 540. So in this case, where is it? Okay. Yes. So read the linking table for the object module. Then for each link tab entry with type equal to public definition. Now in the given, okay, just wait me. If I have the second PDF, I will check, so it's better to understand with the help of program. Okay, give me a second. I will change the sharing. Okay, so now I am shared the another linker.pdf, that is the another PDF file. So are you able to looking that file on my screen? I'm sharing the another PDF. So are you able to see linking requirement heading under that symbol linked address?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so okay, so consider that I have the program P, that is our first program, and I have the second program, that is the program Q, and I want to link these two programs. Okay, that is the case I want to perform. Then in that case, what I am doing, this is the program linking. Okay. And this is the relocation. And this is the object module for this program, and this is the relocation table. And in relocation table, okay, we have two address sensitive instruction here. First is the 500. Yes, it is 500, and second is the 538. Okay, because it is containing the second address sensitive instruction. Okay, rest all we are 00 in our address field. Okay, so in the address field only two instructions are there. One is the instruction at 538, and second is the instruction at 500. So we have two address sensitive instruction. First instruction is at 500, that is read A, and second instruction at 538, that is the BC branch condition, which maintains the address 501. Okay, दोन ऍड्रेस आपल्याकडे आहेत, त्यामुळे दोन ऍड्रेस सेन्सिटिव्ह इंस्ट्रक्शन आपल्याकडे आहेत. सो entry in the relocation table will be the 500 and 538. Okay, and in the listing table we have three symbol alpha, max, and A. Three symbol. A is the public definition type, and other two are external references, which is defined in the another program Q. Okay, is it clear? And when you are performing the relocation, then in the relocation you have to also read this relocation table. That is the case. We are reading the relocation table from this object module. So for each entry in the relocation table, we have two entry in the relocation table, 500 and 538. So what we need to perform while while we perform the relocating, when we are reading this relocate tab, then for each entry in the relocation tab, what we are doing, we are address in the relocate tab entry, we are assigning to the translated address. Whatever the address in the relocate tab, we are assigning it to the translated address. Then we are calculating for the address in work area. Okay, वर्क एरिया मध्ये त्याचा ऍड्रेस काय असेल तो आपण इथं कॅल्क्युलेट करतोय. मग त्या केस मध्ये ऍड्रेस ऑफ वर्क एरिया आपला आहे 300, जो की इथं आपण असाइन केला होता. ओके, इथं आपण अज्युम केलाय 300 प्लस ट्रान्सलेटेड ऍड्रेस, व्हॉट एव्हर द ट्रान्सलेटेड ऍड्रेस इज, दॅट इज द 500. ओके, पहिली इन्स्ट्रक्शन आपली 500 आहे. रिलोक टॅबची पहिली एंट्री किती आहे 500. So translated address 500 minus T origin is the 500. So 500 minus 500 plus 300. So it will be 300. Then add relocation factor to the operand address in the word. Add relocation factor. Relocation factor किती आपला 400. Add it to the operand address in the word with the address in work area. वर्क एरिया मध्ये आपण ऍज इट इज सगळं रीड करून घेतलंय. ओके, वर्क एरिया मध्ये आपण पूर्ण प्रोग्राम ऍज इट इज रीड करून घेतलाय. रीड करून घेतल्यानंतर आपण ज्यावेळेस रीड ए इन्स्ट्रक्शन ही सगळी रीड करून घेतोय. ओके, रीड ए इन्स्ट्रक्शन ज्यावेळेस आपण रीड करून घेतोय, तर ते इन्स्ट्रक्शन ऍज इट इज 540 असा ऍड्रेस तो रीड करून घेईल. ओके, जरी 300 लोकेशनला ती इन्स्ट्रक्शन स्टोर असेल तरी पण त्याचा ऍड्रेस काय असणार आहे 540. इट इज 540. सो it was so in that case what we are performing here, we are adding relocation factor to that address. Whatever the address that is present in the address in work area field, that is 500, that is 500. Is it 500 here? No, it is 540. It is 540. So 540 plus 400, that is the 940, and that will be stored in the address in work area. Okay, so like this you have to calculate the reloc tab entry. Like this you have to calculate the reloc tab entry. Okay, हा पार्ट थोडासा कन्फ्युजिंग आहे. ह्या केस मध्ये आपण काय करतोय की आपण रिलोकेशन टॅब म्हणजे आपल्याकडे ज्या एंट्री आहेत त्या एंट्री पण तुम्हाला चेंज करायचे. ओके, आपल्याकडे पहिल्यांदा काही रिलोकेशन टॅबला काय एंट्री सध्याला इथं we have the entry in the relocation tab as 500 and 538, I think. Yes, आपल्याकडे 500 आणि 538 ह्या दोन एंट्री आहेत आणि त्या आपल्याला that is the address sensitive instruction आणि त्या आपल्याला मॉडिफाय करायचे कुठं 900 आणि 938 ला. इन्स्ट्रक्शन रीड करताना तो ऍज इट इज रीड करून घेतोय. सो यू हॅव टू चेंज दॅट ऍड्रेसेस. सो यू कॅन 300 लोकेशनला रीड ए ऍज इट इज ती इन्स्ट्रक्शन स्टोर होईल and you have to perform relocation on that instruction. Okay, program PQ, both are there, linking requirement. So with type PD, okay, I am either program linking is there. We are performing a relocation. Oh, I think I have mixed up. Oh, sorry. I think I have mixed up the two things, that is program relocation and program linking. Okay, we will take quick review for this one, program relocation. In the program origin, we have the link origin, that is the 900, and in the T origin, we have the 500 translated origin. Object module size, we have the 42. We are calculating a relocation factor, that is 900 minus 500, it is 400. Then we are reading all the program in work area which has the address 300. So all our program is in the 300 to 341. Then we are reading the relocation tab, that is relocation table. In the relocation table, we have the entry 500 and 538. How to change that entries? First, take the for each entry in the relocation tab, what is the address in the relocation tab? That is the 500 store in translated address. So in the translated address, we have the 500. Then address of work area, that is the 300 plus translated address, that is the 500 minus 500. So it is 300. So address in the work area is the 300. Then go to that 300 and add relocation factor to the operand address in the word with the address in address in work area. म्हणजे 300 लोकेशनला जी इन्स्ट्रक्शन असेल, दॅट इज इन्स्ट्रक्शन इज द रीड ए. त्या रीड ए मध्ये आपल्याकडे ऍड्रेस आहे 538. So that you have to add it. add relocation factor to the operand address in the word with the address in work area. Okay, yeah, so in that address, let me check what you have at the location. Program P. ओके, ह्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये थोडासा प्रॉब्लेम हा आहे की 500 ला 540 आणि दुसऱ्या आपण प्रोग्राम मध्ये इट इज 538. So both program are different. That's why our calculation is going on somewhat different. Okay, so I have to go with our first program, that is the 500 and 538. But because in our previous program we have the read A instruction, and at the 538 we have the value of A. So that is the that it is saving here. Okay, that is the part of our confusion. दोन्ही प्रोग्राम वेगळे आहेत, त्यामुळे तुम्हाला सांगताना थोडस इथं हे झालंय. ओके, ठीक आहे, नो इश्यू. सो जस्ट अंडरस्टँड इट की 500 म्हणजे त्या स्पेसिफिक लोकेशनला जे काही इन्स्ट्रक्शन असेल त्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस मेन्शन असेल तो ऍड्रेस तुमच्या रिलोकेशन फॅक्टर मध्ये ऍड होईल. सो इफ यू हॅव द ऍड्रेस 538 at that location, it will be add here 538 plus 400 and it will be calculated as the 938. So like that it will be calculated, and after that calculating that relocation type entry, it will assign program link origin plus object module size with the program to the program link origin. म्हणजे सगळं झाल्यानंतर at the end ज्यावेळेस तो प्रोग्राम फिनिश होईल तर त्या केस मध्ये तो प्रोग्राम संपल्यानंतर आपल्याला नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम तिथं रिलोकेट करायचा आहे. तर त्या केस मध्ये अगेन वी हॅव टू इनिशियलाइज दॅट लोकेशन, दॅट इज द प्रोग्राम लिंक ओरिजिन. म्हणजे पी प्रोग्राम आहे, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द 900, इट विल एंड ऍट द 941. देन फ्रॉम द 942 वी हॅव टू स्टार्ट अनदर प्रोग्राम क्यू. मग त्या केस मध्ये program Q साठी link origin we have to initialize. So we can initialize that origin as previous program link origin, that is 900 plus object module size, that is the 42. So for the program Q we have the program linked origin 942, and from that location 942 our program P will start to load. Okay, त्या केस मध्ये मग दुसरा प्रोग्राम तिथून स्टार्ट होईल. So this is the for algorithm. Yes, it is a program P and this is a program Q. म्हणजे प्रोग्राम Q तुमचा 942 पासून लोड व्हायला स्टार्ट होईल. मग ह्या केस मध्ये जर आता ह्याचे स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट आहे 200 आणि अल्फाची लोकेशन तिथे कुठल्या लोकेशनला आहे, अल्फा इज डिफाईन ऍट 231. अल्फा इज डिफाईन ऍट 231. Now since here start address is 200, start address is 200 आणि relocate करताना we have to first calculate the relocation factor. Relocation factor first is the program linked origin. Now for this program Q we have the origin as 942. What is the origin? 942 after the end of program P. Program P end at 941. So from 942 your program Q should be started. So program linked origin will be 942. So 942 minus 200, that will give you relocation factor. So your relocation factor is 742. It is 742. So when the program will load from 942, then what will be the address for alpha? जर प्रोग्राम मी 942 पासून लोड करतोय तर त्या केस मध्ये व्हॉट विल बी द पोझिशन ऑफ अल्फा? अल्फाचा ऍड्रेस काय येईल? जर 200 असताना 231 असेल तर 942 स्टार्ट केल्यावर what will be the address for alpha? 942 plus 31. It will be 942 plus 31, that is the 973. त्यामुळं एंट्री ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही अल्फासाठी ज्यावेळेस एंट्री करावी लागेल, अल्फाचा ऍड्रेस ज्यावेळेस आपल्याला कॅल्क्युलेट करावा लागेल, तर त्या केसमध्ये अल्फाचा ऍड्रेस काय येईल? 943. Okay, so program P, I have relocating from 900, and after the end of the program from 942 I am loading the program Q, and according to that all the address will get changed. म्हणजे 200 असेल, in place of that 942 will be there. Likewise for 231 address will be 973. So like that, here we are considering two object model, so we are calculating for this two program only. If there are more object module, according to that the address calculation will be performed. Okay, so like that the relocation will be performed. So program मध्ये तुमचे 2-3 जरी program असतील, तर after the end of second program your third program will start. After the end of third program your fourth program will start if it is required. Clear? Any confusion? Any confusion in that? And this is the another way for writing the this algorithm, that is for each entry reloc tab, calculate the translated address in work area, and add the relocation factor to the operand address, and after that define the program link origin. So in this way also you can design your algorithm. Okay, so this is the algorithm for program relocation. Once again, take the overview, define the program link origin, that is 900, then go for translated origin, which is 500, take the size 42, calculate relocation factor, which will be 400, then read the instruction in work area. Suppose the work area is at the location 300, and then read the relocation tab of the object module, and after that for each entry in the reloc tab you have to perform this calculation. And हे calculation आपण फक्त त्यासाठी परफॉर्म करतोय ज्या काही रिलोक टॅब मध्ये एंट्री असतील. रिलोक टॅब मध्ये आपल्याकडे एंट्री आहेत 500 आणि 538. आपल्याला त्या एंट्री कन्वर्ट करायचे आहेत 900 and 938. तेवढ्यासाठी आपण हे सगळं कॅल्क्युलेशन करतोय. Once that calculation is over, that means your program relocation is over. Then at the end step you have to reinitialize your program linked origin, so that at the end of first program your second program can be started. Okay, one question is how we can differentiate program relocation with program linking. Okay, so in the program linking, actually this linking is performed. You have seen that in the linking requirement we require one more table, that is the name table. And in the name table we have the public definition entries, and also we have discussed one more entry, that is the external reference entry. Actually तुम्हाला लिंकिंग कधी करावं लागतं? ज्यावेळेस तुमच्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये एक्सटर्नल रेफरन्स असतील. एक्सटर्नल रेफरन्स आहेत ह्याचा अर्थ मोर दॅन वन प्रोग्राम इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द एक्झिक्युशन. आता ह्याच केस मध्ये वी हॅव टोटल सपोज वी हॅव ए ऍज अ पब्लिक डेफिनेशन. ए तुमच्या त्याच प्रोग्राम मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहे, मग तुम्हाला अनदर प्रोग्राम मध्ये जायची गरज नाही. बट मॅक्स अँड अल्फा इज डिफाइंड इन द अनदर प्रोग्राम क्यू. देन फॉर दॅट मॅक्स अँड अल्फा विच इज डिफाइंड इन द प्रोग्राम क्यू, you need to link your program P with the program Q. Why? Because you want to use the alpha and max symbols. ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला तुमच्या प्रोग्राम मध्ये अनदर प्रोग्रामचे सिम्बॉल यूज करायचे असतील, in that case you need program linking. Clear? And in that case, what we are doing here, we are performing program relocation. Program relocation means what? की तुमच्याकडे एक स्पेसिफिक पोझिशन आहे की जिथे तुम्हाला हे दोन्ही प्रोग्राम लोड करायचे, त्यानुसार त्यांचं ऍड्रेस चेंज करायचे, सो दॅट यू कॅन एक्झिक्यूट दॅट प्रोग्राम. इनिशियली प्रोग्राम पी ची लोकेशन एका ठिकाणी आहे, प्रोग्राम क्यू ची लोकेशन एका ठिकाणी आहे. आपण काय करतो या केसमध्ये, दोन्ही प्रोग्राम आपण एका अशा लोकेशनला आणतोय की जिथं एक एंड झाल्यानंतर सेकंड प्रोग्राम आपण लोड करू शकतोय आणि त्या अकॉर्डिंग आपण त्याचे ऍड्रेस पण चेंज करतोय. म्हणजे रिलोकेशन मध्ये काय करतोय, आपण फक्त प्रोग्राम आपण एका ठिकाणाहून दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी नेतोय. बट लिंकिंग मध्ये आपण त्याचे ऍड्रेस अपडेशन करतोय. इज इट क्लिअर?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will go to the program linking algorithm. So in the consider program key, okay, linking requirements. Okay, so in the program linking, you can see here that only one change that is required is the entry in the end tab. Okay, so in the program linking, we need to link the program because we have some external references, and we know that these external references we are handling in the link tab and end tab. Okay, so for that purpose, what we are doing here in the program linking, first we take the link origin by using the linker command. Whatever the link origin mentioned by the linker command, we take that link origin in our variable program link origin. Then for each object module, first take the translation origin and object module size. Then calculate the relocation factor and again perform the same operation, that is read the whole machine program in work area. Then read the linking tab, that is the link tab of the object module, and for each link tab entry with type public definition. What we are doing here, we are, for if the type is public definition, then we are taking the symbol in name and we are calculating linked addresses. We are calculating link addresses. How it calculated? Translated address plus relocation factor. If suppose I have the translated address 500 plus relocation factor 400, then the link address will be 900. If the translated address is 538, relocation factor is 400, then link address will be 938. So like that, you have to perform the calculation and enter this name and link address in the name table. Enter this into the name table and enter the object module name and program link origin in the name table. So your name table basically contains the either the object module or object module origin or PD type, that is the public definition type. And your link tab will contain public definition, your external references, as well as public definition and external references. And by performing all this, you have to, at the end, you have to perform your program link origin plus object module size to the program link size. Sorry, program link origin, so that another program can be started to link. Then this is for the PD. This is for the public definition. If the entry is the type of external, then in that case, you have to perform again the same as take the translated origin and program link origin. Then if check the type, if it is external, then calculate the address in calculate the address of work area where the external references are present and search the symbol in N tab and copy it. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So for this one, you will perform this link tab entry with public definition for each object module. Means all the object module will be finished. All the object module will be finished. And we have the two object module. So for both object module, you have finished this one. And after that, for the third step, you will again perform this one. And in that case, again, what you will do here, you will go to the link tab entry with the type external references. You will calculate the address, and then you will search that in the end tab, and you will copy the link address for that and add that link address to the operand address in the word with the address in work area. So like that, you have to update that link tab table also. So in short, for all the entries in the link tab, you have to calculate the addresses for the relocated entries. For example, if I have the 500 and 538 in the original table, in the previous table, then after the relocation, after the performing linking and relocation, the address should be the 900 and 938. And for that purpose, we are doing all this calculation part. That is the thing in the short way. Okay, so like this, you have to perform the relocation and linking. And you can also hello. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then yesterday also we have seen a self-relocating program in which we have discussed what is meant by the non-relocatable program, in which relocation is not performed. In that case, the origin is same, that is load origin, link origin as well. Your translate origin. If this is same, then relocation is not performed. In that case, that program is called as the non-relocatable program. Self-relocated and relocatable program. This program can be relocated to the another place, to the other part of memory. So that program is called as the relocatable program. And in case of self-relocating, the self-relocating program is the program which can perform the relocation of its own address sensitive instruction. That is the self-relocating program. Now we have to discuss the another part, that is the linking of overlays. Is the linking of overlays. So linking of overlays. So what is meant by overlay? So first thing is, what is meant by overlay? So overlay, it is the part of program that has the same load origin as some other part of program. That means you have a program. I suppose you have the 4 part. First part is the main program, which is fixed one, and suppose second and third part has the same origin. In that case, that 2 part is called as the overlay. So overlay, it is the part of program that has the same load origin. And basically, it is required, these overlays are used to reduce the main memory requirement. Okay, how we will see in short. So these overlays, these are used to reduce the main memory requirement of a program. So in the overlay, we have the 2 parts. First part is the permanently resident part. We call it as the root part. We have the 2 parts in the overlay structured program. The first part is the permanently resident part. Permanently resident part, that part will be present in the memory till the execution is not over. Till the execution is not over, till that part will be present in the memory. That means if the program execution starts, then from start to end, that part will be remain in the memory. Whereas the second part is the overlay part, that is a set of overlay that would be loaded in memory when needed. Okay, that part is overloaded in the memory when it is required. When it is required, then only it will loaded and then it will be removed. So the execution of overlay structured program will be proceed as follow. So to start with, first the root part will be loaded in the memory. First, the root part will be loaded in the memory and given control for the purpose of execution. So suppose if root part is a required overlay part for the execution, then only the overlay part will be loaded. So overlays are loaded as and when needed. So the loading of overlay, it will override the previously loaded overlay with the same load origin. We will see one example for that. Suppose I have the program which has the part as init, read, trans A, trans B, trans C, and write. We have divided the program in the part as initialization, reading, then trans A, trans B, trans C. These are the 3 other parts. We can say it is as the overlay part, and last is the write. So like this, your program is designed. Now, previously, if we are using without overlay, then in that execution, you have to load the whole program having the size 65K. That whole program will be loaded into the memory and its execution will be performed. And when the execution will be over, then it will remove from the memory. So for the execution purpose, without overlay, we have to load full program into the memory. So in that case, if suppose you have the program which has the very large size and that much memory is not available, then in that case, the program will not be executed or it have to wait until the memory will not get free. Okay, एखादा मोठा प्रोग्राम असेल आणि तेवढ्या प्रोग्रामची तेवढ्या साईजची मेमरी जर अवेलेबल नसेल तर त्या केसमध्ये एकतर तो प्रोग्राम एक्झिक्यूट करू नाही शकणार किंवा त्या प्रोग्रामला वेट करावं लागेल जोपर्यंत त्या साईजची मेमरी फ्री होत नाही तोपर्यंत त्याला वेट करावं लागेल. सो इन दॅट केस टू reduce the requirement of the main memory we need another technique. So for that purpose we can use the overlay. We can use the overlay structured program. पण ह्या केसमध्ये रिक्वायरमेंट काय पाहिजे, जो पार्ट तुम्ही ऍज अ ओव्हरले म्हणून यूज करताय ह्या केसमध्ये आपण काय करतोय, ट्रान्स ए, ट्रान्स बी आणि ट्रान्स सी ह्या 3 पार्टलाच आपण ओव्हरलेचा पार्ट म्हणून डिक्लेअर करतोय. Why? Because these 3 parts are independent of each other. These parts are independent of each other. So first requirement for the overlay structure is that if you are declaring any part as an overlay, then in that case, that part should not be depend on the other one. That can be executed independently. That means in this case, trans A can be executed independently, trans B and trans C. It is not dependent on trans B and trans C. Similarly, if we are executing trans B, then this trans B doesn't require trans A and trans C. And जर तुम्ही trans C जर execute करत असाल तर त्या केसमध्ये trans C हा trans B आणि trans A वर डिपेंड नसला पाहिजे. म्हणजे हे तिन्ही पण ए बी सी हे तिन्ही कंपोनंट इंडिपेंडेंट पाहिजे त्यांच्या एक्झिक्युशनसाठी हे अदर 2 वर डिपेंड नसायला पाहिजे. त्या केसमध्ये यू कॅन डिक्लेअर देम ऍज अ ओव्हरले अँड यू कॅन एक्झिक्यूट दिस. मग ह्या केसमध्ये आपण काय करतो की जर हे तिन्ही पार्ट इंडिपेंडेंट असतील तर त्या केसमध्ये ट्रान्स ए ला जो ऍड्रेस आपण दिलाय तोच ऍड्रेस आपण ट्रान्स बी ला पण देतो आणि तोच ऍड्रेस आपण ट्रान्स सी ला पण देतोय. मग ह्या केसमध्ये एक्झिक्युशन कसं परफॉर्म होईल, आधी इनिशियलाइज म्हणजे मेमरीमध्ये आधी इनिशियलाइज लोड होईल, देन रीड पार्ट लोड होईल अँड आफ्टर दॅट at the address of 20 first it will load trans A. Are you getting? Okay. Then ज्यावेळेस ट्रान्स ए रिक्वायर असेल तेव्हा तो तिथून एक्झिक्युशन करायला स्टार्ट करेल. आफ्टर द एक्झिक्युशन ऑफ ट्रान्स ए, now it is not required. ट्रान्स ए ची आपल्याला आता गरज नाहीये कारण ट्रान्स बी आणि ट्रान्स सी दोन्ही इंडिपेंडेंटली एक्झिक्यूट होऊ शकतात. त्यासाठी त्यांना ट्रान्स ए ची काही गरज नाही. मग ह्या केसमध्ये वी कॅन ओव्हरराइट दिस ट्रान्स ए बाय ट्रान्स बी. जर तुम्ही ट्रान्स बी तुम्हाला एक्झिक्यूट करायचं असेल तर त्या केसमध्ये ट्रान्स बी आपण त्या 20K पासून परत एक्झिक्यूट करू शकतो. So your execution will be start from here, from 20K to 35K. And after the execution of trans B, again from the same location, that is 20, you can execute trans C by overwriting it onto the B. म्हणजे 20 ला आधी तुम्ही ट्रान्स ए लोड केला, पूर्ण एक्झिक्यूट केला, एक्झिक्यूट झाला तर ज्यावेळेस तुम्हाला ट्रान्स बी एक्झिक्यूट करायचं असेल तर तिथंच तुम्ही तो ओव्हरराइट केला कारण तुम्हाला परत ट्रान्स ए ची काही गरज नाहीये. ट्रान्स बी परत तुम्ही एक्झिक्यूट केला आणि आफ्टर द एक्झिक्युशन यू ओव्हरराइट द ट्रान्स बी बाय ट्रान्स सी आणि परत तो एक्झिक्यूट केला. मीन्स इन दॅट केस युअर टोटल मेमरी रिक्वायरमेंट इज reduced from 65K to 40K because trans A ला 20 लागेल. So if you consider that the 20 plus other 20, that is 40K. That means your requirement of main memory for execution purpose is reduced, and that is the main target or main motto of the overlay structure. So overlay structure, it reduces the memory requirement for the program execution. Okay, so this is the overlay tree which explain you how the overlay can be executed and how it will reduce the memory requirement of program execution. Okay, so that is the example. So if you go through this example, consider program with 6 sections: init, read, translate, transmit, transc. The init performs some initialization and pass control to read. Reads one set of data and invoke one of translate, transf, or transc. At a time, it is not accessing all 3. It will access one of translate, transf, or transc, depending on the value of data. So print is called to print the result. So translate, transf, they are mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means at a time only one will be executed. Hence, they can be made into separate overlays. Read and print are put in the root of the program, since they are needed for each set of data. Both will be required, read and print. So consider now this whole part from 0 to 20, it is the root part. Okay, this is permanently reside in the memory till the execution is over. जोपर्यंत तुमचं एक्झिक्युशन पूर्ण होत नाही तोपर्यंत हा 20K चा पार्ट तुमच्या मेमरी मध्ये राहणार आहे. दॅट इज द परमनंटली residing part in the memory. We call it as the root part. So in the root part we have init, read and write, whereas in the overlay part we have trans A, trans B and trans C, which will be loaded as per the requirement when they are needed. So the overlay structured program can execute in 40K byte. In 40K byte, though it has a total size of 60K. Okay, the total size is the 60K for this one. It is not actually 60K, it is a 65K. From 0 to 65K. Okay, so main thing is that the size is reduced. Okay, size is reduced. Memory requirement size is reduced. That is the main target for the overlay structure. Okay, so this is the example for the MS-DOS. You can go through it as well as the example of IBM. I think it is not required for your exam point of view also. Okay, so I think this is this much is enough for the linker by considering your syllabus structure. So in any confusion in this overlay, what is overlay, how this perform the linking of overlay, what is the root, what is overlay structure and tree structure of the overlay. Any confusion in that? So it's clear to you that overlay clear आहे सगळ्यांना? That is the last bit. Okay, overlay is the last bit of your chapter. I think there are 4 bits, that is the relocation linking concept, then designing, and one more part, that was the linking overlay. That part is your that part was your syllabus. अजून का राहिले का सिलेबस मधलं? Let me check once. Okay, relocation and linking concept, design, self-relocating program, and linking for overlay. These are the 4 points for your linker, and we have covered all these 4 points. So I think that is enough for the linker. Any confusion from the linker chapter? Everything clear to you?
I think they are in a sleep mode now.
Okay, so madam, I think from syllabus point of view, it's enough.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Yeah.
We can stop here right now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
And thank you for your cooperation also. And I hope this concepts has been cleared by the students also. Similarly, if you are having any doubts, you can ask rightly now, or we will stop here. Because
Yes,
you
any
are
doubt?
having the next lecture for DA. If you are
Okay.
any doubt, you can ask sir right now. If there is any no issue, you can reply, unmute yourself and reply.
Yeah, we have the message that it's clear. Okay, then no issue.
Yes, sir. Fine.
We can stop here then.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.